Welcome to another episode. What we're going to do this time is look at finding the same letter across all 6 strings on the fretboard. This is one of the most helpful things that I teach my students to do. For many reasons. If you're looking to target chords or scales when you're improvising or composing, if you find yourself in a situation, maybe a jam session with other musicians, and you're given a chord chart, you're going to be able to navigate your way around the fretboard really quickly. And this takes you from not being just a great guitar player, but actually being a really competent musician. Right, so what we're going to do, in the previous lessons we've looked at using the musical alphabet with sharps or flats. So this is now going to help us reach the letter that we're looking for. So far we've been doing everything in the key of A, so let's change things up a bit, and what we're going to do now is look for a C on each string. So the way I approach this, I start with the low E string, and then I'll use my musical alphabet to work up until I find a C. Once I get to the C, I'll memorise its fret number so that I can find it again, and repeat the process with all the strings. Okay, here we go then. So, starting with the low E string, we've got open E. Fret 1 is F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. Okay, so C on the E string then is fret number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so fret 8. And that will also be the same for the high E string as well. So that's the great thing. We've only really got to work it out on 5 strings. So fret 8 on both E strings. Okay, moving on to the A string. We've got A sharp, B, C. So that is fret 3. So we now have 8 and 3. Moving on to the D string. D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. So that is fret 10. Now the other thing you can do, if you're really happy with your musical alphabet, you could have also come up to D at fret 12, and you could have worked back, because that would have been fairly close to do it that way. You could do this with sharps or flats. Let's just try it with flats. So that would be D, D flat, C. There we go, so much quicker. So now we've got 8, 3 and 10. Moving on to the G string. Open G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. So fret 5 on the G string. So far we've got 8, 3, 10, 5. On the B string, nice and easy, B, C, fret 1. And then finally, we don't need to work out the last one because we know it's fret 8 again because the string is an E. So a great thing to do is jot these numbers down on a piece of paper, and then use that to remind you until you've got it in your memory, and it should become quite easy from there. So what we'll do is we'll just start to play through this one string after the other and then come back down, and this will help us memorise where all the C's are. So we've got 8, 3, 10, 5, 1, 8. One more time. 8, 3, 10, 5, 1, 8. Coming back down. 8, 1, 5, 10, 3, 8. Okay, once you can do it at that kind of speed, that's really going to help you, especially in a situation when you need to quickly find a note. We can also do this going above fret 12. So if you have learnt music from tab, you'll be really competent with what these fret numbers are once you go a bit above fret 12. Sometimes, you know, you can just view it as exactly the same as down here, but up an octave. So if we're looking for notes above fret 12 in the key of C, I've got 22 fret guitar, so yes, we can find all of them. So fret 8, we'll now find that at fret 20. Fret 3 will be 15. 10 will be 22. 5 will be 17. 1 will be 13. And 8 again will be 20. So if you wanted to find absolutely every C, you could then combine the two areas. So you could go, if you wanted to do it per string, there we go. Or you could do it in octaves. So we would get bit harder. I think I got them all in order. Anyway, the basic principle is just start probably with this area of the fretboard because it's the most useful. This part sometimes we refer to as the dusty end. So just one more time recapping, we've got fret 8, fret 3, 10, 5, 1 and 8. 8, 3, 10, 5, 1, 8. Okay, hope that makes sense. Any questions, leave a comment, give a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. I will endeavour to reply to all comments and questions in the near future. Okay, cheers.